Hey guys, it's me, NRB12341 here, and today we're going to be taking a look at the new LEGO Spider-Man Far From Home Hydro Man Attack set. This set comes with 471 pieces and retails for $50 in Canada. We'll start by taking a look at the actual set. So to begin, we're going to start by taking a look at the boat piece. So the boat build, I can't remember what it's called, but basically this takes place someplace in Europe, I believe. So this boat is one of the things that you build in the set. It is actually one of the first things, I think, if not, it's between this and Hydro Man that you build first. But it's a really nice build. It's very simple. There's not a lot of room for minifigures on it. What does come with it, though, is suppose of not an oar, because these type of boats don't actually have oars, but it's a new color for this pole piece. It's actually in this nice tan, I guess. It looks really nice, though. So it's nice to get another color of those. But, so it's just done in this black, and it's just got some red for, like, the seat cushions, I guess, or whatever you want to call it. But it's a pretty nice boat. You're meant to put MJ in it. Oh, whose hair is falling off. So you can just store minifigures on it, and it's fine. You know, you can have it under the bridge. The movie is not, as the time of this recording, the movie has not come out yet. So we'll have to wait and see if this boat actually is in the movie. So that's pretty much it for that. Let's take a look at the rest of the actual set. The actual set is actually a really nice build. It is a $50 set, as I said, which is pretty good, honestly. It's not too bad at all. But I really like the set. So as you can see, it's basically this bridge piece, and then you can see there's a bit of a cafe built over here with a little patio. But we'll start by looking at the bridge, I guess. So what you can see, there's little details on the bridge. So you can see just like right in there, there is a little rat eating some pizza, and then there's a ruby in there. You can see it is the rat from Harry Potter. It's the Scabbers mold, so nothing new there. But then you can see these arches, the white arches here, which look pretty nice. They're pretty small. It is a pretty small bridge, so what it's actually based off of is not this small. But for a $50 set, you know, it's not too bad. It's a pretty nice, fun build. There seems to be some sort of just like a little cone here. But it's a really nice build. You can see that there's web pieces scattered across the bridge. You get a bunch of these in the set. You get these smaller ones, and then you get these one of these larger ones. But the bridge is actually really nice. You can see it's on these blue pieces to represent, you know, water. But yeah, there's not much to say about it. There is a lot of room, though, on it, surprisingly, to store minifigures. So you can store quite a few minifigures. You can store about 2 up there, but then you can store more all across the other place, all across the walkway, I guess, up to the actual top of the bridge. But it's pretty nice. The arches are a bit small, which I've heard some people complain about. It's not too bad, but it is, I do see that. Now, there is a play feature built into this, so you can see there's a little button back here, so if you push it, it launches, there you go, you can see, it launches these pieces. So these are just some sub-assemblies. But it's pretty nice looking. It's just a small little build here. But it's a cool little play feature, so you can launch Mysterio off it, or if you want, you can, or have him like get knocked off or something. It is actually a really good well-functioning action feature, so it is pretty cool though. So that's pretty much it for the bridge. There's not much to say about it, but it is a really nice build. You can see it's on all this tan, and there's these few brick elements across it, and there's a lot of holes for more web pieces, and you do get more in the set, which I'll get to in a bit. There's a nice little walkway build here, but that's pretty much it. The back has nothing interesting besides a bunch of holes on it. So let's take a look at the actual cafe build. It is a really nice build, honestly. A lot of people say it's really small, but you can understand why they had to make it very small. You can see out here, there's a little patio. You can see there's a lamp post. There's a little chain guard, I guess. That's supposed to be over there. But it's a very nice. It's a very nice little build. So you can see there's a little patio here with a printed newspaper, or sorry, it's a newspaper with a sticker on it. It's just the news. It's just the news. Newspapers. It's in French, so I don't speak French. So there's a little few flowers here, and then up here you can see there's a bit of plant, a little greenery up here, and then you can see there's a web that's just hanging there. So that's pretty nice. You can see this little thing. I really like this build. It's like a tower, but it's not very large. You can see if I lift that up a bit. It's pretty small, but it is pretty nice. I'm pretty sure you can get a minifigure in there. I'm not sure, but it's pretty nice looking. It's for what it is. It's fine. It accomplishes what it needs to. Again, has all those holes in it for putting web pieces all over it if you want. Then you can move into the actual cafe, and this is where it gets kind of annoying. I understand they had to put something in here, and I mean, a cash register would have been nice, but I do like it, honestly. It's not too bad. It's a little coffee machine here. And then that's pretty much it. There's nothing else in the cafe. But it's kind of cool. You can see there's stickers on these little turquoise teal pieces. Again, more of these little hole pieces. I do like it, though. Again, this whole thing is built on these blue plates to represent water. And there is this button here to show another action feature, which I prefer it. I would prefer it to be over here. But, so the idea is you do this, and it shoots this whole thing up. There's nothing in there, it's just hollow, but, so you're supposed to shoot the patio, I guess the table, part of the patio up, but when you do, you can see the chain kind of reflects it off, so you can only kind of do it for a brief moment. That's pretty much it for the cafe. Like, there's not much to say about the actual set. It is a pretty nice set, though. You can see there's a little sewer in there. Again, there's nothing actually in there. But I like the hidden little details. The play features are pretty nice. And it's a pretty fun set. You know, it actually looks good. I didn't think it was going to be very funky. I thought it was going to be way too small. But it's not actually that small. So moving on to the next part of the build, it actually is the Hydra Man build. So you can see he's got this, looks like a kind of a dress, I've heard people say. It is pretty funny, as it kind of does, but it's basically him as it's all the water, like, merged up, like, risen up, for lack of a better word, right now. I forgot the word. But, so it's kind of nice. It is not, I thought, like, I heard some people say that they thought these were going to rotate. I kind of knew they wouldn't, but there are stickered pieces on some of these to make it look more like water, and it does look a lot like water. It's really nice. See a few back here. You can see there's Hydra Man up here, and he is a nice figure, but it's interesting because it's all this huge brick-built thing, and then up here it's just a little minifigure. But I do like that it's a minifigure, kind of. Mixed feelings about it, but so that's pretty much it. Like, there's not much to say about it. There's a lot of nice details on it, like I said. There's a few gaps I wish kind of were filled up by more of these. But overall, it is a pretty nice little build. And, of course, Hydra Man himself looks pretty nice on it. You can remove him, as you saw earlier, and it's just a little post. You can put anyone you want there. In terms of the Hydra Man figure himself, I'll take a look at him and show you the printing on him once we get to the minifigures, which is up next. So the first minifigure you get in this set is actually the Peter Parker minifigure. Now, the face print doesn't look a lot like Tom Holland himself, but the figure is really good. You can see you get this diving hat, I believe, with the eyes printed onto it, which is really cool because it looks like his mask. And if you turn his head around, of course, he's got an alternate face, which is him, looks like he's very scared. And then the torso, you can see he's got the Spider-Man suit underneath it, and he's got just blue pants. But one thing that LEGO doesn't usually do that he actually comes with is he has a hairpiece. So it's a really nice hairpiece. It's, I don't know what exactly hairpiece it is, but it's a really cool one. It's one of their newer ones. And I think it does a pretty good job of replicating him, how he looked in the movies, and in this upcoming movie, obviously. But honestly, I do like this minifigure a lot, and I see him becoming very collectible. So he is one of the main reasons to get the set, just this minifigure alone. That head print, again, you can just switch it out for someone else. But moving on to another minifigure in the set. So here we have the MJ minifigure that comes in this set. Now, she is a very cool minifigure. I like her a lot. She does have that reused torso from Jurassic World, but the hairpiece is done in black, and this isn't a very common hairpiece to get. The face print I like. The pant color is black, so it looks really nice. You can see she's got a bit of a confused face and a happy face. So it's a pretty good minifigure. I do like it a lot. I do like that she was included. And it's very good to get another MJ minifigure, even though it's not the normal one. I do like it a lot, and we finally get her in minifigure form. Is very nice. So moving on to another minifigure in the set. Here we have Hydra Man himself. Now Hydra Man is a really nice minifigure. Don't get me wrong. I do like the printing on his face, on his torso, on the back of his torso, on the back of his head. Now a lot of people have theories about this movie that actually Hydra Man is not Hydra Man. It's just an elemental, or Mysterio's just tricking Peter Parker and to make it look like he's on his side. But I believe this set kind of confirms this is indeed Hydra Man. Now, it's weird. The minifigure, when I saw it, actually, before getting a good image of it, I saw it and I thought it looks a lot like, I thought it looked like Electro. That small Electro that came in that small Peter Parker set, or sorry, Spider-Man set. But it's really nice, though. I do like the light blue for the torso and head, but then it's dark blue for the rest of it, or normal blue, which looks nice. But I do wish they had arm and leg printing. That really bothers me, because when you take him off of the Hydro, whatever you want to call it, the water dress, he just kind of looks plain, besides the torso and head. And LEGO has started to do a lot more arm printing and leg printing, so that does kind of agitate me a bit, but it is a very nice figure, and he looks really cool. The printing looks very nice. They really did a nice job of making a minifigure look like, work with this as Hydra Man, because Hydra Man's, of course, has that giant dress. Moving on to the last minifigure of the set. So here we have the Mysterio minifigure. Now, I really like this minifigure. I think they did a very good job on him. While not being very exclusive to the whole line, he's in every single set. He is still a very nice figure, and I do like that. I kind of do like that he's in every single set. I really like this figure, and he is one of the main reasons to get the set. And one thing that does make me mad about this, though, and it's a minor thing, he comes with these blue power blasts, and you can just give them to Hydra Man, because he can look like he's shooting water or whatever. See, it blends in very nicely. I wish they were in green. That's what I've heard a lot of people say, and I didn't think it bothered me that much, but it really does, because his energy, or magic, or whatever you want to call it, is actually green, not blue. So that's annoying, but besides that, like, it is a really nice figure. So, looking at the torso printing, you can see he's got this, this really nice torso printing. It's done in green, his hands are gold, he's got nice elements of different colors on there. He's got leg printing as well, not dual molded legs, no arm printing though. But he's got back printing, and we'll take a better look at that in a second. And he's got this magenta pinkish cape, and done in this soft material, which is a really nice thing to get, and I do like that a lot. And then, of course, one of the best parts about him is the new mold for the fishbowl on his head. Now, I do like the blank silver head underneath. That's all he has there, just completely blank silver, because it makes it look a lot like Mysterio. But it just clicks on. Now, it's a really nice mold. I saw that they're going to be using it for Mr. Freeze in a new Batman set coming out. But I do wish one of the Mysterios did have an alternate face, because we saw in the movie he does have a face. How much he's going to be using this helmet in the movie is still undecided, because, we haven't seen the movie yet. But he looks very nice. I do love this minifigure a lot, and he is definitely one of the best parts of the set. Again, if you want to see the back printing in a better way, you can just remove the head, or you can just remove the fishbowl. And you can see that he's got the nice pink detailing. Again, the magenta, or whatever you want to call it for the cape, I just like calling it magenta because it kind of looks like a magenta color, does continue onto his torso and legs. And I think it's very Mysterio-like to have that color for his cape. And overall, it's a really well done minifigure. So let's move on to the final verdict of the set. So, one final thing, sorry, before I get to the final verdict, is one thing I forgot to mention is Peter Parker does come with these web pieces. He has this little web build here you can see, and it's just these new web pieces like the Power Blasts, but in web, like in white, basically. But they are all actually new molds. That is a new mold. It looks very nice. They did come out in the other Spider-Man sets from earlier, or late 2018. Now you can see he just holds on to it, and it looks really cool, though, and you can have one. You can actually attach it to the tops of the arches. You can see that they actually have little bars up there, and you can actually just attach him there. Make it look like he's swinging. That's not the best position for him, but you get the idea. And you do get a bunch of extra web pieces. So some extra web pieces you get, of course, are the 3 up there on the bridge itself, but you also get the 2 of these web pieces, which are very nice. You can see you get 2 of them. But then you also get these web cuffs, which I think are really cool, and it's nice to finally get these. And I think it's really cool because you can have them on Mysterio or even Peter Parker if he accidentally webs himself. That doesn't really make much sense, but whatever. They're really cool pieces, and I do like the web pieces. They're really cool to have in a set. So it is a very good set overall, guys. I think this set is worth buying. Mysterio does come in all 3 sets, so if you want to get him in a cheaper way, you can get him in the Molten Man set for $40, which I might be reviewing sometime soon. Or you can get him in the overpriced plain set, which it's pretty useless. But honestly, I think the best set out of the line has got to either be the Molten Man set or this set, and there are only 3 sets, so. But I like this set a lot, although it's more expensive. It's got nicer minifigures, I think, than the Molten Man set. And I just like the build. It's a nice little part of the city build, and Hydra Man's really nice to get. Mysterio's nice to get. That Peter Parker and MJ, they're really good to get. So overall, guys, I really recommend getting this set if you see it on shelves. They are showing up a lot in Canada, and of course you can buy them on eBay if you're in the States, but haha, Canada's getting them first, it looks like. And I just found this at one of my local Walmarts. So definitely keep your eyes out, guys. They are showing up a lot. So anyway, guys, this has been me, NRB1231, and I'll see you guys in the next video. See ya.